on the Morning Crossfire.
Only on 92.3 Nigeria Info.
Nigeria Info.
25 minutes gone past 6 o'clock. Good morning. Thank God it's Friday. We get into the headlines at this time. My name is Enoh Ogbevire. How are you? In The Guardian, this Chelsea to unleash $143.8 million. Watertight security as Buhari visits Adamawa today. Obasanjo Atiku offered pass to Nigeria's survival. Reps fume over 5.62 trillion naira borrowing to fund budget deficit. Lagos lawmakers, others move against drug abuse. Court rejects application to stop carries, arrest, extradition. Pantami lists conditions for robust digital economy, says ICT generated 1 trillion naira in 2 years. We have the Nation newspaper today. Buhari okay's review of grazing reserves in 25 states. Nation building, Atiku faults Buhari administration. IOCs owing NDDC over $4 billion, says Akpabio. Nigeria is winning war on insurgency. 0817 923 0002 0817 923 0003 0817 923 0009. Obasanjo, situation bad but redeemable. Insecurity, Buhari threatens removal of security chiefs. Banks forex dealings under close EFCC watch. Tambuwal, Wamako, Bafarawa, others meet over insecurity. PIA Frontier Basins Fund to cross River Anambra. All right, who's calling? We've got Chibike from Amuma. Chibike, good morning. Let's do it in 30 seconds.
Good morning, Enoh. I will not leave office again as a failure. The president has a service too. No, it's laughable. The president said he will not leave office again. So there will no room for traveling for medical trips. There will no room for traveling for summits. There will no room for maybe going to one country to another. My dear, if a nation is failing, or if a plan is failed by a leader, it will be very difficult for that leader to not be able to recover back his failure.
All right, Promises in Romo Dumaya. Good morning, Promise.
Good morning, my sister. President Buhari said he will not leave office as a failure. Well, I wish he would not leave office as a failure. This statement would have come during his first tenure, not when he is close to the exit door already. Look at the currency devaluation, inflation is at the highest order, killing and kidnapping. And he's close to the exit door. You are telling us you will not leave office as a failure. You can only tell a blind man that there is no oil in the soup. Or you cannot tell a blind man that there is no pepper and salt.
All right, good news is in mouth 3. Good morning, let's hear you.
Good morning, my sister Roman. I will not leave office as a failure of President Buhari. I agree with him, 100%. Then we just come to meet with Atiku.
With Obasanjo.
I want to say that we must allow that man to finish his tenure. He has said that he wants to come back, that he will finish his tenure. He has called for review of the pay we give to him. We must allow him to finish it. But not every businessman that is going. Remain good to protect us.
What temple room, Marcy? Good morning.
Good morning, the very distinguished Enoh. The president promising not to see the government as a failure. I think for me, if you ask me, I would say this government has already been asthmatized with failure already. So making that amendment, I think, will be a very difficult one. I also want to appeal the River State government in this open grazing law the governor signed. I want to appeal to them and also to River State government to make sure all the machineries are put in place in enforcement and also segmenting the activities of the head.
JJ's Rumiko, good morning.
Yeah, good morning. I would not leave office as a failure. It means that the little time that is remaining, he will roll up his sleeves and continue to smoke those who are causing insecurity in Nigeria. You can see that they are already surrendering, and more of them, I think, will be smoked out within this short period. Well, now, please help me. Obasanjo and Atiku said they are offering parts to where?
I don't know.
There was this headline that said Obasanjo Atiku offer pathway to something. This campaign
path
people
to Nigeria's survival. Path to Nigeria's survival.
The same Obasanjo that wrote a book about Atiku stealing so much that can feed 40 million people for 40 years. The two of them are combining the same Atiku who privatized functioning company and sold to himself. No. This is like Obasanjo writing book on beauty contest. Thank you very much.
All right, different meetings, actually, different meetings. Taria is in Buguma. Let's hear you. Good morning.
All right. Honorable Minister Tadio said IOCs owing the NDDC over billions of dollars. Now, Tadio should stop telling the good people of Nigeria Delta this kind of story. Yeah, we should have a functional system where this money should be remitted as a thank for the overall development of the Niger Delta. Then Obasanjo, another statement, pre-secondary visit. Obasanjo told us sometime he has turned his PDP card. You know, and the act of anger, and Obasanjo now is also advising the district. I like the elder statement. It's a good man. But you should stand firm in the politics of the party.
All right, Alozie Zinamuma, good morning. Left the building. Shima is in Rikbo. Good morning, Shima.
Good morning, my sister. I want to talk on the issue that said that the court wants to stop Ogbevire from extraditing to the US. Why would they do that? Since PJN is from northern side, the other one is from northern side, Ogbevire is from north. And somebody should send us to pay for the settlement of Nigeria. Why we love and present people? It's not good, my sister. Thank you.
All right, thank you. Lugaman is calling. Good morning. Let's hear you. Good morning, Lugaman. You're on. Let's hear you.
Yeah, and good morning, my sister.
How are you?
Buhari said, I will not leave office as a failure. Yeah, I support him. I believe in this remaining years we will use it to transform the country. On the issue of second meeting with Obasanjo, you are aware that Obasanjo called his PDP card. Have you registered another one?
It doesn't have to be. Does it have to be a PDP member for them to have a conversation?
Hello?
Does he have to be a PDP member for them to have a conversation?
And I think no, would not be. I think it must be a country member of the party. Yeah. So, no. Yeah, on the issue of meeting with secondary, please, secondary should be allowed to complete his term. Because, the defection of PDP members is not caused by secondary. It's caused by our governor here. And most of them attested to him that why they left the party is because of the high-handedness of the governor. Thank you, Lugaman, for making.
Well, we have to realize that there's some wealth of experience that, Olusegun Obasanjo has, and I think it's that alone, and of course also being, in the PDP, whether he has left or is in there, that time, all that should count for something, really. Good luck. Good morning.
Good morning, Sister No.
How are you?
President Buhari said he is not in office as a failure. I think that one is a record development. I'm in support of what he said because this man came to office and he saw the budget his successor did not complete and he started completing them. For example, Niger Bridge entered this office, and this man has also decided to ensure that Nigerians is liberated from this absolute poverty by creating series of empowerment, SPW, special service works, manpower. So I think with that, I'm in support, and Nigeria is support.
All right, thank you. Promise is Gokana. Let's hear you, Promise. Good morning.
Good morning. Yes, Akabi said that the IOC is owing NDDC more than $4 billion. It's so palatable. Why won't they owe NDDC when for over years we don't have a concept board that was able to mount that agency? They use the name forensic audit to do other people. I think it's enough for Akabio to make sure that board is very consulted and seated. Mr. President said that he won't leave office disgrace. I urge him to right now remove those ministers in the cabinet who have ambition, who are disturbing this government, so that they can have the opportunity to do the remaining thing that he wants to do before the term ends. Otherwise, he will leave that office disgracefully.
Oh.
Thank you.
Mufasa is on NTA Road. Good morning.
Yeah, hi, good morning. Yes, I won't leave office as a failure, to make credit to the president. I think that's very, very reassuring. We expect that to be matched with action. Then the chief judge, decongesting the prisons, I think that is a very commendable move. There are people who have been in detention longer than Nelson Mandela for what they don't even know about. Some of them have been on awaiting trial and all of that. So I expect this not to be a one-off thing. That will be a regular thing, so that those people who don't have any reason to be in prison, can get this kind of rest.
All right, thank you for calling. So there was something that happened yesterday while the chief judge was doing that exercise. They found that some people had different offences in their files. Some they couldn't even find. It was just embarrassing. And for me, that calls for serious investigation. But he said they should, meet those involved, and work it out. And also said the judiciary should visit to ensure that they get people with minor offences out. I mean, that's some great news. But the process was stalled for a while. So just 10 people were able to, be pardoned yesterday. There should be another one next month. Yeah. So we go to WhatsApp at this time. Don't forget, we're on Facebook at Nigeria Info PH. You can join the conversation. Also on Instagram. Womet says President Buhari not to leave office as a failure is laughable. You're already a failure to this country and this generation. Well, how do Christians say it? Last minute miracle? Miracles still happen, people. Let's see. Maybe, just maybe. His son is going to get married today, tomorrow. Well, the process started yesterday or the day before. I saw some of it online. So, it looks like perhaps he's done everything that needs to be done has been done. So now, let's kick ass. Emeka said to tell who that Buhari that is a monumental failure. He's a disgrace to the office of the president. Okay, so thank you, Emeka. I've read your message. Jerry says the president doesn't realize that all Nigerians is already a failure. Nothing reasonable has come out from his government. It breaks my heart when I realize he fought for long to become president just to display this level of ignorance. Killing a final year RSU student is like a fast burnt candle and painful. I pity the innocent parents who must have toiled and made sacrifices just for the upbringing of the lost child. Igwe sent that in. Ezekiel Boy says the president promised not to leave government is a failure. Wow. Please, Mr. President, I want to tell you and your government that you've already failed from the beginning of your administration till now. How much was the level of insecurity and cost of goods before you came into power and now? Nigerians are only waiting for you to complete your tenure. Even as a military president, you failed. Now you're worse. Do the needful or resign. Well, how many months remaining? Well, let's see. Barry Johnson, Buhari not to leave office as a failure is very interesting, but the president should understand that there is garbage in, garbage out, and he cannot give what he doesn't have. I can see that the president has good intentions, but good intentions are not enough. Same matter. Ezekiel Isaiah is saying insecurity has reached an alarming stage. No clue from the president to solve it. I will not exit the government as a failure, Buhari. This is indeed laughable, Mr. President. After conning Nigerians into voting for him to deal with insecurity and economy, he's giving excuses after 6 years. For me, this government is a total failure in every aspect of our national life. Christian. Lorenzo says, Governor Wike signs anti-open grazing law. It's a good one. The activities of these herders is devastating, especially here in Iche. Obasanjo urging leaders to focus on good governance, protection of lives and property, and shun political interests of 2023 is commendable. Wish they would adhere to this advice. Still on the matter, Marshall Odu says it's a call in the right direction because our leaders are focusing on politics rather than nation building, which is most paramount. Buhari has already failed. It's not a matter of he won't leave office as a failure. Then all sorts of faces on that one. Collins Odu says, I stand with Mr. President on this statement. It will be recalled that the infrastructure development of this regime is unparalleled, except for insecurity, which is hampering farming activities, hence leading to a high cost of living. If this area insecurity is well contained, then Nigeria will bounce back. Rivers Chief Judge pardons 10 prisoners. This is good. They have the prisoners being pardoned should go home and take caution not to be a victim of crime again. Justice Ori Basunjo is no longer a member of the PDP, having destroyed his membership card publicly some time ago, but he appears proactive more than some active members of the party. PDP crisis is far from ending. He choked as Buhari vowed not to exit office as a failure. So this man knows he's been failing since 2015 and kept mute. Well, I pray he doesn't exit as a failure because his name is already painted with thick black ink. Noble sent that in. OEK says the marching order to the service chiefs by Mr. President to double their efforts in tackling crime and insurgency is a welcome one. If adhered to it, reduce the incessant killings in our country. Also, I urge River State government to deploy the same speed it used in passing and signing the various bills into law to implementing the early advertised job recruitment to the people of the state. Basil, dear President, it's already too late to renew vows. I thought you should be writing a fictitious book of success stories, eulogizing yourself. President Buhari has gone prophetic, merely saying he is not going to exit office as a failure, will not solve the challenges we are facing as a country, and will not make him live as a winner either. Relish sent that in. We move to Facebook at this time. It's at Nigeria Info PH. Feel free to join the conversation and share your comments. Welcome. But if you'd like to call in, our numbers are 0817-923-0002, 0817-923-0003, 0817-923-0009. Gadam Gotson on Facebook. The shooting death of a student at River State University is condemnable. I think it's a case of cult clash. This kind of news hasn't been heard for some time in that school. Let the management check and improve their security architecture to secure the lives of innocent students who are on campus. As this is as a result of cultism. Students should shun cultism as it leads to no good. It might get on God's in. Right. So Ejo Obey says, my president, if out of your 8 years, 6 years down the line, and it's all failure in almost all sectors, how do you fail again? Christensen Eden says, Buhari, I want to exit office as a failure. Yes, Buhari has already succeeded. His daughters got married. His son is equally getting married today. Congrats to him and his supporters. We have Chinwendu saying that I hope the service chiefs will be proactive in carrying out their duties diligently for Mr. President to achieve his heart desire at the end of his tenure. Oh, there are lots of comments there, but we have Dota from Gokana. Dota, good morning. It's been a while. How are you?
Fine. Good morning, Enoh.
Good morning.
Yes, I want to look at Mr. President saying that he will not leave office as a failure. Mr. Enoh, is it as a campaign promise? Because he would have told us this since 2015 when he was campaigning. Now, less than 2 years to go, he said he will not leave office as a failure. Has he taken down the number of people that have died between 2015 and today? Oh, Mr. President, I don't know. Mr. Enoh, thank you.
Thank you. But he made campaign promises that he hasn't fulfilled. So I'm not sure if this should count as a campaign promise, considering also that he's on his way out in 2023. Kingsley's in HA. Good morning, Kingsley. We go back to Facebook.
Good morning.
Let's hear you.
Our president said that he will not leave the office as a failure. I don't know why president should say this thing this morning, because it's only 1 year remain president to leave the office. And President Buhari telling Nigeria this morning that already he cannot leave office as a failure. Why he has failed Nigeria? Mr. President, please prepare your document. You are going to leave the office. Come 2023. I remain Kingsley.
Well, he didn't say he wasn't going to leave. He's going to leave, but he's saying, I'm not going to leave as a failure. Oh my. Where are we? Facebook. It's taking a while. So let's go to WhatsApp. Emmanuel Yema. Oh my. Emmanuel, edit your text. It's too long. I can't read all of it. And now the president has indirectly admitted that everything indicates that he has failed, even as the NSA, Munguno says, Mr. President is worried about the people wallowing in poverty and pain. It therefore means that if his workmen do not work hard to reverse the trend, then he will sign out as a failure. So let nobody come and tell us again that PNB is doing well, except such a fellow is not seen beyond his own nose. Same matter, Rafael Inda said, the question is, how much is $1 in Naira? How much is a bag of rice? Those are the questions that Raphael is interested in. And he says the court should ensure proper justice concerning Senator Orji Uzor Kalu's issue over financial appropriation. Was it Orji? There was Theodore. Let's see. Theodore. It's Theodore, not Orji. Theodore. This EFCC matter of yesterday. Chris, the sign of the open grazing bill into law by Governor Wike is a welcome development, will strengthen security in River State. The governor should be magnanimous enough to sign unemployment bill into employment as well. Douglas Abel from Ibuiche says, on NSA's speech of more Boko Haram surrendering, it's a calculated plan to paint this failed APC government in good shape. Why should the so-called repentant criminals be given presidential treatment than the orphans whose parents were killed by the same Boko Haram? Morning, Enoh. I will not leave office. It's a failure by President Buhari. I laugh in Kalabari. Federal government has already failed woefully. Everything is failing already. Same matter. Atueku says, you should remember, the president that has less than a year and a half to leave office before he will make another promise he will not fulfill. We're watching how he'll turn things around within this little time remaining for him in office. Same matter, Patrick Amadi says, my question is, when will he put in place all the things that have gone rough by his administration? His government is irreparable. Godwin, student shot dead at River State University. I don't know where we're going in this country. Insecurity everywhere. What kind of country is this? May God help us. Cheesy Light from Umukurusi Pipeline. On the president's, statements. What he doesn't know is that we have long been counting the days for him to do and vacate that office. He has so impoverished Nigerians and sent us into limbo. Margie says President Buhari has already failed woefully. Come on! Do I need to keep reading messages? All of you are saying the same things. I'm shocked that DCP Abakari should institute a court case against his arrest and extradition. Why is he afraid of arrest if he's clean? NDDC funds. I heard Akpabio saying something about building what he called an industry in the Niger Delta. It's just like that anonymous project River State government plans to build at the closed slaughter. Akpabio should know that NDDC doesn't have a legacy in River State, no general hospital, no new secondary school, no major project that is touching majority of us in the state. That should be NDDC's focus, legacy projects. I think it's same in most Niger Delta states, only a few transformers and thousands of abandoned roads and a few dilapidated roads they constructed. Text from Weibo. Text, so there's this road, right? They're coming from Uzwoba Road, trying to get into East-West Road. There's this road that NDDC built about 3 years ago. It's a sorry sight. Potholes and the likes. It's unbelievable. Just behind the office here. So I can understand. Broken roads. PMB has failed blatantly. To think he contested 4 times to come and dole out this level of failure is surprising. Well, maybe there's something to learn from that. Emmanuel Unwebu. 0817-923-0002. Smart Obina says someone should tell Kyari to go to US to face his predicamented trial, not using court to stop his extradition. And again, PMB saying he will not leave office a failure. The issue is that his statement would have held water, but his problems are those cabals surrounding his government. Why did Secondus visit Obasanjo? Someone said there's no crisis in PDP. Sir Ken sent that in. Where are we? Let me take some calls. 0817-923-0002, 0817-923-0003, 0817-923-0009 are the numbers to call. Fide says the president may be right by saying he will not leave office as a failure, but he will not leave office as a success as well. But one thing is crystal clear, he's leaving office come 2023 as a mediocre. The congestion of correctional centers shouldn't be political, but less offenders should be considered, if not more occurrence like it has started in RSU will increase. Since the president has already failed, hope he won't tell us to give him more time to amend things, in a sense. Momo from Ajib. Nigerians are fasting and praying for you to go home and take care of your cows. A country where a cow is more valuable than human beings. A country where 90% of Nigerians are crying and hungry. A country where you sleep with your eyes open, one eye open, while the other one sleeps on a tree for fear of the unknown every night. Oh my, a country where you sing and pray while traveling to your destination until you get there. A country where hatred among us have grown higher than expected. Indeed, you're living as a failure, and the failure will be stamped by you when petrol will be increased to 300 naira per litre. The worst thing has happened to Nigeria. The worst thing that has happened to Nigeria is General Buhari becoming our president. One call. We're Nigerian phone. Good morning.
Good morning, Madam Enoh. My name is David West. President Buhari says he will not leave office a failure. I urge him to so do. Then, court rejects KRA's application for extradition. I want to say that rejection is very, very okay with me. If KRA does not have anything, he should go to America and face his case.
Thank you for calling. On Facebook, we get back there. Let's see. When Oyeka says Buhari saying he will not leave office as a failure, he's already failed. Do you know how many people have been killed during his government? Do you know how many farmlands and villages destroyed by Fulani herdsmen? I pity his. Don Hilabasi, Mr. President, if you want to succeed, please work harder on security, economy, and cover national discourse, then the president can exit. Bubu says will not exit office as a failure is laughable. Nkesi Amadi sent that in. Sirabari says, greetings, Enoh. I'm joining my voice with President Buhari to agree with him that he will not leave office a failure, because if he does, it means Nigerians will lose. President, please don't fail. Stanley, Buhari vows not to leave office as a failure. No, did you be that? My question is, how many years has he been in office now, and how many years left? Which kind of magic is he going to do? Only 2 years remaining. Apostle must hear of this. Pedro, skillful Pero. Okay, I don't know what's going on here. Yao, Abdullahi, BNB, I will not leave office as a failure. It's a welcome development. Let security agencies be proactive to accomplish Mr. President's ambition. Uche Ken says President Buhari vows not to leave office as a failure. Ha ha ha, I laugh in Eche language. Did he say this by himself or someone spoke on his behalf? Monguna spoke on his behalf. He should note that his 8 years had an 8-year course and 6 years is recorded huge failure. Let's watch remaining 2 years magic. I'm a believer. I am a believer. I don't think we need 200 years to change anything. I'm a believer, but I don't know if he is the Messiah. Oh, I have calls. Chimezie and Samuel, and then we're done. Good morning, Chimezie. Just left the building. Thank you. Samuel is on Ada George. Good morning, Samuel. Final call.
Yes, Enoh, good morning.
Yeah, let's hear you.
The killing at ROSU is quite unfortunate. I want to encourage the youth to focus on why they are in school. Their parents sent them there to learn, not to cause crisis in the society. And I want the law to catch up with the killer of that young guy whatsoever.
He's been arrested.
You should face the law. That's my take this morning. Have a nice day, Enoh.
Thank you. I will. You should too. And all of you who've listened and contributed to the show this week, you should have a nice weekend. So a commercial will play shortly. After that, the news at 7. Then the sports gang will come through. Then some commercials, and then the news at 8 o'clock. And after that, I will be talking with some people from Igboichi. You know that road? It is so bad. The things that happen there, unbelievable. And for some reason, nobody in authority is saying anything about it. We'll hear from people today on the Morning Crossfire. My name is Enoh Ogbevire. Thank you for joining the conversation.